Okay, this lesson is on the digestive and the urinary systems. Alright, so what does the digestive system do? Its job is to just break down the food that we eat. The digestive tract includes the mouth, the esophagus, which is this long tube right here, the stomach, which is this J-shaped organ right here, the small intestine, which is actually all of the squiggly stuff in the middle, and the large intestine, which is this right here. And actually, the small intestine is longer than the large intestine. The reason it's called the small intestine is because the diameter is smaller. So this is actually a really long tube all smushed up. You also have some helping organs. You have the teeth, the salivary glands, the tongue, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Now these things, the food actually does not go through these sections, however they help still to break down the food. Alright, so, the digestive process begins before the food even enters your mouth. Are you hungry? So as I said, the digestive process begins before food even enters your mouth. As you were looking at these pictures, the production of saliva, which is out the juices in your mouth, may have been triggered. Now I'm hungry. Alright, so there are two types of digestion. You have mechanical, which is actually where food is physically broken down into smaller pieces. So mechanical digestion occurs with your teeth, where you're actually physically chewing on the food. As it goes down into your esophagus, there's a process called peristalsis that actually kind of smushes the food on the way down. So if it's physically broken down, it's called mechanical digestion. If it's chemically broken down, chemical digestion, food is chemically broken down by different types of enzymes. And a lot of times when you're thinking of the digestive system and you're thinking of chemical digestion, you're thinking of the stomach acid. You have some hydrochloric acid and some other things in your stomach that chemically are going to change and break down the food. So, summing it up, the digestive system breaks down your food. It is actually going to work with your cardiovascular system to take all the nutrients that it needs to the body cells. Then these cells can use the food to make and combine with oxygen from the respiratory system to make energy. Remember that all of your organ systems work together to make you work. Another system that the digestive system works with is the urinary system. The job of the urinary system is to produce, store, and eliminate fluid waste. And it also removes waste from your blood. So whenever you think of the urinary system, one of the main organs here, and you automatically, I know you think of bladder, but also think of your kidneys. Your kidneys have a special function in the urinary system. They have these special filters that are called nephrons that actually filter out the blood to get these wastes filtered out. So the nephrons are the filters in the kidneys. Alright, so this is actually is not what, obviously, your urinary system looks like, but this is a good diagram of what actually is taking place. So the cardiovascular system comes through with the blood, and the blood is going to go through the kidneys, and the nephrons inside the kidneys are going to filter out any of those waste products that we don't want in our blood. And then the kidneys will then send it to the bladder, and the bladder's job is to store those fluid waste until it is time to let it out. And it goes out through the urethra, and the fluid waste is called urine. I'm sure you've heard of that before. So this actually, I'm going to go back to this diagram here. So this is what it more looks like inside of you. All right, you have your veins and your arteries, and then the blood is actually going to come through the kidneys, get filtered out. The tubes that lead it to the bladders are called the ureters. Here is the bladder, and then when it is time to be released, it goes through the urethra.